What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Javan Sugar Hill. Of course, he is the head trainer currently of Tyson Fury, and they asked him about how did he feel about the second round knockout prediction of Tyson Fury, and he said he is glad that he is decided for the knockout or is going for the knockout in the second round because he's happy about it. That's what his uncle would have wanted. Emmanuel Stewart, the great trainer of the Kronk's gym that originated and founded the gym. And he's following in his footsteps. And he says, you know, that's that one thing definite to get the knockout. The knockout is the one thing that will stop the first fight from ever happening. None of those guys were happy about the first fight. This is a way to silence all the critics. And that's what Emmanuel Stewart would have wanted. That's what they're training for. You know, get him out of there early, he says. Go for the knockout. If the knockout's there, go for it. Why wait? You know, get it in a hurry. And I do remember Emmanuel Stewart claiming and following that same those same things that Javan Sugar Hill was talking about. You know, especially in the Klitschko. He would get pissed at Klitschko in the corner because Klitschko can be lackadaisical at sometimes and get too stagnant. And, you know, he would get on his ass like, stop all that up and down shit. You know, get him out of there, knock his ass out and let's go home. You know, so I do believe that Emmanuel Stewart would have wanted a knockout from Tyson Fury on top of being an orthodontist type of fight too. A type of trainer rather than to predict that Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury will be some of the top fighters of the day. He projected that. He projected that years before he passed, okay? Emmanuel Stewart's probably been dead, about 6 or 7 years now. So he predicted that back in the day, looking at Tyson Fury young, looking at Deontay Wilder young, you know, both guys tall, rangy, lanky, you know what I mean? And has that reach advantage. And he projected that, you know, and I think training guys like Vladimir Klitschko and Lennox Lewis and guys like that were bigger heavyweights, 6'5", 6'6". Those guys prevailed to be the dominant of the heavyweight division. Fighters of old, Joe Louis, Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield. These guys are 6'2", 5'9", 6 foot tall. These guys like that were considered smaller heavyweights. And what happened to those guys? They eventually got beat by who? Bigger heavyweights. Okay, so the bigger heavyweights have seemed to be more dominant, you know, as time progresses. And I like the pragmatic attitude that Javan Sugar Hill has. You know, he's a man of few words anyway. He doesn't talk a lot, if you notice. A lot of people like, what a dunce. No, he just doesn't talk a lot. He's the type of dude that, you know, I think he's more about action. And when they asked him about it, it was no hesitation. It was no stuttering. It was no any of that thing that lets you think that he was nervous. You know what I mean? So that's a good sign. He was like, go for the knockout. I think it could happen. So whatever they were working on in training camp could be vital to what he was saying. And we will see it tonight. That's the spectacular part of it. You know, so it's going to be a knockout. Knockouts are definite. You know, knockouts is something I hope that happens in every Canelo fight because we know at least, boom, someone is a definite winner and a definite loser. You know, and Javan Sugar Hill was like, hey, I'm happy about it. And I'm glad, you know, that he's going for it, you know. And so that's good when you have a trainer and fighter in sync. And then let me explain this too. Let's bring in Ben Davison. Ben Davison would have been a conflict in that corner. Okay? I think, honestly, there was a conflict between Ben Davison and Freddie Roach in the first corner because Freddie Roach wanted to train him this way and his advice, and then Ben Davison wanted to go this route, and they were totally two different destinations, right? Two different game plans. So I think if Ben Davison would have stayed on, he would have been a confusing factor in that fight because Javan Sugar Hill is training Tyson Fury for a certain way. Attack. He's not trying to fight him, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. No, he's trying to train him attack, go in and destroy. right? Seek and destroy, not float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Okay, none of that. Because like they said, that's not definite, because if it goes 12 rounds, that could happen again. Why? Because there's so much money involved. And what's more, like think about it. Think about how crooked boxing has become, or has always been. Let's be real. It's a sport that I love, that I hate so much. And it's a sport like that because they know money. Let's say Tyson Fury does decide to box and move, which he knows how to do, which he's a good boxer. You know, he can box, he can switch to lefty, he's a good switch hitter. He ain't as good as Terrence Crawford, but that's not the point. He's still good for his size, and he has that speed, and he's real fast for his size. That's what makes him unique. Okay, cool. He does that for 12 rounds, and he suffers a knockdown. People are going to harness around the knockdown because basically what Tyson Fury was doing, since he was doing it throughout the whole fight, it seems less significant. You see what I mean? So the highlight of that whole fight is what? Him getting hit by Wilder, because Wilder finally caught him from throwing a lot of failed attempts and missing a lot of punches. So all the Wilder fans and the speculation and all the people that ride with Wilder are going to say they just remember him getting up. But he did get up, though. Of course he got up. If he didn't get up, it wouldn't be a fucking fight. The fight will be over, right? So it is good that he's changed. It's ballsy. It's not the smartest thing. It's just a good thing. It's an aggressive thing, because if he could pull it off, why not? And then one thing I do know, people, that's a fact. He had Deontay Wilder buckled in the 12th. Now, he claimed he had him buckled in the 9th when he punched himself out, but I know he had him buckled in the 12th round. Deontay Wilder was hurt. Okay, Deontay Wilder got hurt in the fight before that with Ortiz, yes? Right? Right hook, boom. Left hook, boom. Okay, he can be countered. He can be hurt. He is not Superman. He's human like everyone else. Does he have God-gifted right-hand power? Yes, he does. But does that make him invincible? No, it doesn't. So a knockout, back to Javan Sugar Hill, is a good thing. It is ballsy, but you know what? It might be crazy enough to work. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Javan Sugar Hill's comments. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. See you tonight. Peace.